Hello everyone, very good morning. Myself Sia Verma. I hope you all are doing very well. So today we will be discussing the most important MCQ of 2020 March 2024. Also, these questions are part of daily 20 MCQ series which is available on GK Today app. So if you want to support GK Today financially, then please do subscribe. So now let's start with our session. And the very first question is World Air Quality Report 2023 recently seen in the news is published by which organization? So answer of this question is Swiss organization IQ Air. So recently a report of Swiss organization IQ Air is in news and the name is World Air Quality Report 2023. So in this report Delhi was labeled as the world's most polluted capital city. Also, India's rank in this report is third, with average annual PM 2.5 concentration of 54.4 microgram per cubic meter. So PM 2.5 basically a tiny particle and its presence in the air is 54.4 microgram per cubic meter. Fine. The first two position holders in this rank are Bangladesh and Pakistan. Let's focus on India's point. So, top 10 cities of this report are from India. And the number one is Begusarai. So, Begusarai, a city in Bihar, holds the title of most polluted city in India 2024 with the average concentration of PM 2.5 particle is 118.9 microgram per cubic meter. The second most polluted city is Guwahati, and the third one is Delhi. And the concentration of the fine particle PM 2.5 for Delhi is 92.7 microgram per cubic meter. Shocking point is the city Begusarai was not present in the 2022 report. What is the general criteria of WHO for the pure air qualification? So WHO recommended annual guideline of 5 microgram per cubic meter. And only top 6 cities are able to fulfill this criteria. Fine. Let's move to some revision questions regarding reports. So the first question is, according to status of leopards in India 2022 report, which state has the largest population of leopard? So Madhya Pradesh has the largest population of leopards. Next is, as per the recent report, what was the percentage increase in India's mineral production in December 2023? So the increment rate is 5%. What was India's ranking in the Global Cybercrime Report for 2023? The ranking is 18th. Recently, which organization released the report titled Asia and the Pacific SDG Progress Report 2024? So, released by UNESC AP. And the question is for you. Please define its full form in comment box. Let's move to the next question. And the next one is developing countries trading schemes recently seen in the news is associated with which country? So DCTS recently seen in the news and it is associated with the UK, United Kingdom. So recently the UK government has launched the Developing Countries Trading Scheme to support nations that are still developing economically. What are the objectives? The objectives are simple: to integrate developing countries into the global economy by fostering trade partnership and strengthening supply chain. So the aim is to foster trading and strengthening supply. Also, it offers more favorable trading terms, reducing or eliminating tariff on imports from 65 eligible countries, excluding those who already have UK free trade movement. Fine. Let's move to the revision session regarding international affairs. So then first question is, recently India's Numaligarh Refinery Limited inaugurated its first international office in which country? So it is in Bangladesh. Fine. Next question is, India signed the Intergovernmental Framework Agreement IGFA on the India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor with which country? So it is with UAE. Recently, India signed an agreement with which country in the field of food security? So, in the field of security, India signed an agreement with Bhutan. Fine. Next is India has recently signed the protocol for establishment of Joint Economic and Trade Committee JETCO with which country? So the country name is Dominican Republic. So it's a Caribbean nation located in North America. Caribbean nation located in North America. Fine, let's move to the next question. And the next one is Mission 414 campaign recently seen in the news is launched in which state? So it is launched in the state of Himachal Pradesh. And who launched this? So Election Commission of India, ECI. So recently Election Commission of India has launched Mission 414 campaign in Himachal Pradesh to increase voter turnout. The target areas are 414 polling station where voters participation was less than 60% during the last Lok Sabha election. The main points of this question, first one is, so through this program, ECI will going to conduct ground level outreaching activities. Means going directly to the communities and educating voters about their rights. Secondly, they will focus on 8 assembly constituencies with low female voters turnout. Means they will focus on such 8 assemblies which have low female ratio in voting. Or for them, ECI will deploy Mahila Prerak. Mahila Preraks. So Mahila Preraks is related with Mission 414 campaign simply to motivate and encourage females. Fine. Let's move to the revision session. So recently, who among the following has been selected as the new election commissioner? So the new election commissioner is Gyanesh Kumar and Sukhbir Singh Sandhu. Fine. Next is recently Election Commission of India started the Mera Pehla Vote Desh Ke Liye campaign with which ministry? So they started with Ministry of Education. Fine. Next is which Indian cricketer has been appointed as a state icon by Punjab Chief Electoral Officer for the upcoming Lok Sabha election? So the answer is Shubman Gill. Fine. Next is recently what new requirement has the Election Commission of India introduced for registered unrecognized political parties seeking election symbols? So audited accounts. So audited accounts will be mandatory for the unrecognized political parties who are seeking election symbols. Fine. Let's move to the next question. So the next question is Barberton Greenstone Belt recently seen in the news is located in which country? So it is located in South Africa. So this question is in news because recently scientists have found evidence of early earthquakes in this region, Barberton Greenstone Belt in South Africa. So exact location of this place we can define by eastern edge of the Kapwal Crater. So you have to remember Kapwal Crater, which is Earth's crust. So simply we can locate Barberton Greenstone Belt on the eastern edge of Kapwal Crater, which is the Earth's crust. Fine. Also, this place is famous for different things. First one is its gold deposit. It is famous for its gold deposits and especially for a rock, and the rock name is Comatite. So Comatite's rocks is connected with Barberton Greenstone Belt. Fine. So 40% of this area is also made by Makhonzawa Mountain. So second feature of this place is Makhonzawa Mountain, which are also called ultramafic rocks. So Barberton Greenstone Belt is also famous for its ultramafic rock, also called Makhonzawa Mountain, which is rich in magnesium and iron. Fine. Let's move to the next international news revision. So, which Asian country was recently hit by a powerful earthquake, resulting in a loss of over 2,000 lives? So, the answer is Afghanistan. Next is Malvi National Institute of Technology, MNIT, of which city has been identified as National Center for Earthquake Safety of Dam. So the answer is Jaipur. It is located in Jaipur. Next, which country launched Operation Dost to extend assistance to Turkey and Syria after the massive earthquake? So the answer is India launched Operation Dost. Operation Dost. Next is Arzinjan earthquake occurred in which country in 1939? So it's occurred in Turkey. Fine. Let's move to the next question. And the next one is exercise Tiger Triumph recently seen in the news is conducted between which two countries? So this exercise conducted between India and USA, United States of America. So basically, Exercise Tiger Triumph is a joint training event between India and USA that focus on humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. HADR. Basically, the aim is humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. Started on 18th March and will end on 31st March. Fine. Also, first phase of this exercise called harbor phase. So harbor phase is related with which exercise? With triumph. So first phase of this exercise is called harbor phase. During this time, means during harbor phase, there will be joint training, exchange of ideas and techniques, and some social events. The location of this exercise is at Eastern Seaboard. Eastern Seaboard. Actually, it is the east coast of US where eastern US meets the Atlantic Ocean as shown in the map. Fine. Let's move to the revision question. Recently, the naval forces of which three countries launched a joint exercise near the Gulf of Oman? So, the naval forces are of China, of Iran, and from Russia. Fine. Next is recently where was the Bharat Shakti military exercise held? So it held at Pokhran, Rajasthan. So the next is Sea Defenders 2024 recently seen in the news is a joint coast guard exercise between India and which country? So India and US. Next is exercise Samudra Lakshman recently seen in the news is conducted between which two countries? So India and Malaysia. Fine. Let's move to the next question and the next one is recently, where was the Formula 4 car racing event was organized? So after Formula 1 in Hyderabad, Formula 4 car racing event was organized at Srinagar, Jammu Kashmir. So recently, Srinagar hosted its inaugural Formula 4 car racing event along Dal Lake's Boulevard Road. So location is at Dal Lake Boulevard Road. So this area covering 1.7-kilometer track from Lalit Ghat to Nehru Park, and this event organized by Federation of Motor Clubs of India, FMCI, Federation of Motor Clubs of India. Simply the aim is to boost youth interest in sports. Fine. So basically, what is the difference between Formula 4 and Formula 1 car racing? So the difference is of speed. Generally, for Formula 4, the speed is 2110 km per hour, but for Formula 1, the speed is more than 210 km per hour. Fine. So F4 differ from Formula 1 in that its vehicle are much slower, topping out around 210 km per hour only. Fine. Recently, which state or UT government approved the 10% reservation for Paharis and three other tribes? So answer the Jammu and Kashmir for ST community scheduled tribe. Next is AIMS Jammu was recently established under which government scheme? So AIMS Delhi under Swasthya Suraksha Yojana. PM Swasthya Suraksha Yojana. Next is what is the proposed interim budget for Jammu and Kashmir for the fiscal year 24-25? So it is approximately $14 billion. Let's move to the next question, and the next one is recently who has been conferred the Nritya Kalanidhi Award 2024? So recently, Dr. Neena Prasad, a top exponent of Mohiniyattam, has been awarded the Nritya Kalanidhi Award 2024. So answer is Neena Prasad. Basically, she has trained in multiple classical dance forms, including Bharatnatyam, Kuchipudi, and Kathakali as well. This award was given by the Madras Music Academy and it's an annual award. Also, you have to remember one more point, and that is about the Sangeet Kala Nidhi Award. So basically, this award is for Carnatic musician And for 2024, the awardee is TM Krishna. Fine. Let's move to the award revision. Recently, who received the prestigious the PV Narasimha Rao Memorial Award for his philanthropy work? So recently, Mr. Ratan Tata has received. Fine. Also, in the last video, I mentioned PV Narasimha Rao as the 10th Prime Minister, but he is the 9th Prime Minister. His rank is 9th Prime Minister. Please correct. Next is which Indian writer was awarded with the Artemis Prize 2024 for highlighting the climate change crisis? So, Amitabh Ghosh is the answer. Next is which country received the prestigious Measles and Rubella Champion Global Award for its exemplary efforts in combating these disease? So, which country? India. Next is recently who has been selected for the Bob Jones Award 2024, the US Golf Association highest honor. So, Tiger Woods. The award is Tiger Woods. Fine. Let's move to the next question. And the next question is which tropical cyclone recently hit the northern territory of Australia, bringing heavy rainfall and strong winds? So the answer is Cyclone Megan. So recently, Cyclone Megan, a tropical cyclone, hit the northern territory of Australia in March 2024, bringing heavy rainfall and strong winds. Rainfall ranges to 100 millimeter and strong wind up to 130 kilometer per hour to the western side of the Gulf of Carpentaria. Gulf of Carpentaria. So basically, the heavy rainfall and strong wind hit at Gulf of Carpentaria by this cyclone Megan. It also made landfall, and the place for landfall is Borroloola, Northern Territory, Australia. So the landfall at a place near Borroloola, Northern Territory, Australia. Fine. And cyclone caused flooding in a river called McArthur. So for flooding, the place is MacArthur River of Australia. Fine. Let's move to the revision question. Which region is associated with tropical cyclone Alvaro that has recently been in the news? So it is associated with Madagascar. Next is which state is host of India UAE joint military exercise Desert Cyclone 2024? So Rajasthan. And next is during the recent cyclone Maishong, an oil spill occurred into the Buckingham Canal and Ennore Creek in which Indian state? So Tamil Nadu. Buckingham Canal and Ennore Creek and cyclone Mechong. Fine. Let's move to the next question. And the next one is recently which country is planning to acquire two Dornier 228 craft manufactured by HAL India, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited? So recently the country is Guyana, and Guyana's defense force has agreed to buy two Dornier 228 aircraft from HAL in India. So basically, the two-engine turboprop aircraft is designed for maritime patrol and it's highly versatile. So basically, it's featured two-engine turboprop aircraft, and the value of contract is approximate 458.787 crore. Fine. Let's do some revision regarding HAL. So, which organization manufactures the light combat aircraft for Indian Air Force? So, HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Which country supplies C-295 defense transport aircraft to India? So, generally, Spain supplies. And the next one is which is the first airport in the country to land a commercial aircraft in low visibility? So, Devgarh Airport, known to land a commercial aircraft in low visibility. Fine. Let's move to the next one. And the next one is recently, which space organization is planning to carry a message in a bottle to Europa, one of Jupiter's moon in October 2024? So first of all, Europa, it is a Jupiter's moon, one of the Jupiter's moon. First point. And which space organization? So NASA. So in October 2024, NASA's Europa Kuiper mission will journey to Jupiter's moon, Europa. aiming to uncover sign of life. So objective is to uncover signs of life at Europa, which is one of the Jupiter's moon. Also, it is speculated that there is a salty lake at where? At Europa. Salty lake beneath its icy crust. It's speculated. The main point for the spacecraft first, it will carry a metal plate featuring a poem that will feature a poem by US poet. Also, over 2.6 million names it will carry the metal plate. It also include 103 waveform representing the word water in different languages, including Hindi as well. Fine. So the relation with India, NASA's strategy. Fine. Let's move to the next question, the revision session. Next is recently NASA and which country's space agency have joined to launch the world's first wooden satellite? So the answer is Japan. Next is what is the name of the satellite recently launched by NASA to survey oceans and atmosphere? PACE. The satellite name is PACE. Which Indian received NASA Impact Planet Award 2023? So Dr. Sujit Roy. The answer is Dr. Sujit Roy. Lucy spacecraft was launched by NASA to observe its celestial body asteroids. The answer is asteroids. Fine. So all the revision questions. So with this, we are winding up our session. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on screen, you can see 4 questions, which is taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of the question. And please be honest and reply on the comment box. So that's all for today. I hope you have liked the session. And we will meet with the next session. Till then, do revision and take care.